Hi, my name is Ravi, and I am 10 years old. I live with my dad. My mom passed away when I was very young, and it's been just me and Dad for many years. We have a small, happy home. Dad works hard, and I go to school. We cook together, play games, and watch TV in the evenings. But one day, everything changed. One evening, Dad said, "Ravi, I need to talk to you about something important." I looked at him and asked, "What is it, Dad?" Dad took a deep breath and said, "I have met someone. Her name is Priya. I like her very much. We have decided to get married." I was shocked. "What? You are getting married again?" Dad nodded and said, "Yes, Ravi. I love Priya. She is very kind and loving. I think you will like her too." A few days later, Dad brought Priya to our house. She had a warm smile and gentle eyes. She brought a cake for us. We sat in the living room, and Dad introduced us. "Ravi, this is Priya," Dad said. "Hi, Ravi," Priya said with a smile. "I have heard so much about you." I nodded shyly. "Hello." We ate the cake, and Priya talked to me about school and my favorite games. She seemed nice, but I still felt unsure. After all, she was a stranger, and I was not used to having someone new in our home. Dad and Priya got married a month later. It was a small wedding with close friends and family. Priya moved into our house. At first, it felt strange. There were new things in the house, and Priya had her way of doing things. She cooked different foods, and the house smelled different. One day, I was looking for my favorite toy, but I couldn't find it. Priya saw me and asked, "What are you looking for, Ravi?" "My toy car," I said. Priya smiled and said, "I think I saw it in the living room. Let me help you find it." She helped me look for the toy, and we found it under the sofa. I said, "Thank you." Priya smiled and said, "You're welcome, Ravi. If you need anything, you can always ask me." As days went by, I started to get to know Priya better. She was kind and always ready to help. She made delicious food and helped me with my homework. She also played games with me and told me stories. One evening, I asked Priya, "Can you tell me a story?" Priya smiled and said, "Of course, Ravi. Which story would you like to hear?" "Tell me a story about a brave boy," I said. Priya began. "Once upon a time, there was a brave boy named Arjun. He lived in a small village and loved to explore the forests. One day, while walking in the forest, he heard a noise. It was a little bird stuck in a net. Arjun quickly helped the bird and set it free. The bird was very grateful and said, "Thank you, Arjun. You are very brave and kind." From that day on, Arjun and the bird became best friends. I listened to the story with wide eyes. Priya was a good storyteller, and I started to look forward to her stories every night. Slowly, I began to accept Priya as part of our family. She was not trying to replace my mom, but was there to be my friend and care for me. She made Dad happy, and that made me happy too. One day at school, my friend Ramesh asked, "Ravi, do you like your new mom?" I thought for a moment and said, "Yes, I do. She is very nice and takes good care of us." Ramesh smiled and said, "That's good. It's nice to have someone who cares." Priya and I shared many special moments. We went to the park, watched movies, and cooked together. She taught me how to make my favorite dishes, and we had fun in the kitchen. One weekend, we decided to go on a picnic. We packed sandwiches, fruits, and drinks. Dad, Priya, and I went to a beautiful park. We played games, ate delicious food, and enjoyed the sunny day. As we sat under a big tree, Priya said, "Ravi, I am so happy to have you in my life." I smiled and said, "I am happy too, Priya. Thank you for being here." Dad hugged us both and said, "We are a happy family." As time passed, I grew closer to Priya. She was always there for me, whether I needed help with homework or just someone to talk to. We shared our joys and sorrows, and our bond grew stronger. One day, I came home from school feeling sad. Priya saw me and asked, "What happened, Ravi?" "I didn't do well in my test," I said, tears in my eyes. Priya hugged me and said, "It's okay, Ravi. We all have bad days. Let's study together, and you will do better next time." Her words made me feel better. We studied together, and with her help, I improved in my studies. Years went by, and I grew older. Priya was always there, supporting me and guiding me. She and Dad made sure I had a happy and healthy childhood. They were my pillars of strength. One day, as we sat together in the living room, I looked at Priya and said, "Priya, thank you for everything. You are the best." Priya smiled with tears in her eyes and said, "Thank you, Ravi. You mean the world to me." Dad joined us and said, "We are a family, and families stick together." As I grew into an adult, I realized how lucky I was to have Priya in my life. She was more than just a stepmother. She was a friend, a guide, and a source of endless love and support. Priya and Dad grew old together, their love never fading. I saw how happy they were, and it made me happy too. Our family was strong and filled with love. Priya's presence brought joy and warmth to our home. She taught me the true meaning of family, showing me that love knows no bounds. With her, I learned to embrace new beginnings and cherish every moment. Now, as I look back, I realize that Priya's entry into our lives was a blessing. She brought us closer, filled our hearts with love, and made our family complete. Her kindness, patience, and love made me a better person. My story shows that family is not just about blood relations. It is about love, understanding, and being there for each other. Priya was a shining example of that, and I will forever be grateful for her presence in my life. As we sit together, sharing stories and laughter, I know that our bond is unbreakable. Priya will always be my family, and I will always cherish the love we share. This story is about acceptance, love, and the formation of a new family. It highlights the importance of kindness, understanding, and the bonds that can form between step-parents and children. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified whenever I post new stories. Thank you.